When I went and got my color analysis, I really thought I knew my colors. And I was completely surprised to find out that I was a spring. I really thought I was a summer.
I remember the experience of going in and sitting down and initially feeling a little uncomfortable to see myself with no makeup and a white drape and bare. I feel pretty vulnerable sitting here and looking at myself, and I don't even know that I can see all the differences that I'm hearing described to me.
I was so surprised how wearing those colors that were great on me, how my eyes popped. Like, I never saw my eyes pop that much. And so I think that was probably the biggest impact to me after getting my color analysis done.
When I watched my mom sit in the chair and I saw how different her features looked and how much more her personality came through in just the change in tone of the drapes, I was convinced. I thought, this is not something you can make up. This isn't over-exaggerated or hyped. I can tell a difference without anybody speaking a word or her telling me anything different.
Before I knew how to dress my curvy body, I have a very curvy body, so I was pretty in tune on how to do that. What I didn't know was how to express my personality. And that's what I really loved about it. And I think that's when I really found out, I'm like, yeah, these are the things I feel great in, and I can definitely be confident going out in an outfit.
I was born with microtia, which is a birth defect that impacted my right inner and outer ear. So by the time I was 16, I had had 19 surgeries and a ton of medical complications and ended up getting my right ear removed. The problem with that was, as an 18-year-old, I really wanted to wear earrings, and I wanted to feel fashionable, and I wanted to feel like I could still wear and rock the same jewelry and look that other people did. But I didn't have language to describe that until my House of Color stylist talked about this idea of points of interest and how it's not just about the clothes I wore or the shoes I had, it was about all the little extra details that I learned about in my style appointment that helped to take an outfit or a look and really elevate it to the next level. And I often tell people now that I actually find myself more and more appreciative of the style because it's the thing I come back to the most often. I know what colors I need now, but the style is what always makes it feel like it goes from being really bland or really standard to being specific and unique for me. The House of Color makeup was something I didn't really expect, honestly, to fall in love with as much as I did. I've always been somebody who's really interested in makeup. I thought I already had that part down. But the thing I've really enjoyed about it is every season I reach out to my stylist and say, hey, I'm ready for something a little bit brighter or a little bit more neutral. And I don't ever have to worry about going to a department store with really bad lighting and seeing something that looks good in that particular setting and then looks absolutely heinous when I get home.
What I love about House of Color makeup is it's easy. I know that if I buy it, it's gonna work for my season and it's gonna look great. It's no different than an athlete or a musician. You learn, you apply, and then you need to go get coaching again. So I reached out to my stylist and said, I need a wardrobe edit. There's some things in my closet I'm just not sure about. And that really helped me know what to look for. So now I'm going shopping and I'm looking for color, style, fit, pattern. It's like all of the things.
My stylist sent me a variety of links. I remember they were all perfectly formatted and they were all in different kinds of areas. I had, links to 6 jackets that would be great as a transitional coat to the winter, or 16 different links to both pants and dresses and skirts that I might use. And it was all so pointed and so specific because not only was it in my clothing personality and my style, but it was also in the color palette with some of those colors that are a little bit harder to fine tune or to see from someone like me who is just an observer and new as a client to the process.
I've reached out to my stylist at different times. Maybe there's different events. So like when my stepson got married, I went to her and I said, hey, can you help me pick out of these 5, I've picked these 5 dresses, but I'm not sure which one is the best. And so she's really helped me hone in on which of those that I like are the best. So again, I'm finding things, but I just need my stylist to help me hone in and say, this would be the best one for you. So now my confidence, I would say, is 110%. I mean, I can go in my closet. It's no longer a love-hate relationship. It's a love relationship. It is so fun to go in my closet, create an outfit, put it on, know I nailed it, know I look great.
I think about how much more aligned I feel with who I am on the inside, and not only the values that I have, but the quirks I have and the personality I have and what's really important to me. All of that is reflected in the clothes I wear, in the color of the car I drive, in the water bottle I pick out from Target. Everything from the way that I'm planning a wedding to the way that I pick out dinner plates. And it sounds funny, but in a world that's constantly telling us to buy more and to live in excess, I've really been able to pare down and keep in my home and in my community only the things I really love. And that frees up so much more mental energy for me to spend building relationships and contributing to the causes and the communities that I care about.